Artemis Fowl is 12 years old. His father, Artemis Fowl Sr., little does he know, is a criminal mastermind. Artemis Fowl Sr. is abducted, stolen by dark forces. As Artemis Fowl Jr. discovers that this is the case, he also uncovers the knowledge that those dark forces represent a fairy world that he is forced to understand does exist. Aside from going back to his book and his original artistry, we went to him to speak about the way things looked, the way our fairy world appeared, its colors, its technology, the clothes that they wore, and we, whilst wanting to keep our objectivity, see if we could bring something useful to his story through being a sort of slightly separate set of eyes, we also included him every time we came up with a draft of the script or a new development in terms of the look of the movie. And so we were shoulder to shoulder. Owen wasn't there all the time, but he was, as he of course was fundamentally from the word go, a guiding light. He's a great storyteller, so we definitely invited in that great storytelling instinct to help us as we went. He was a hard worker and very, very adaptable. He has an infectious enthusiasm for the material, and it's something that in Artemis Fowl, who's a character who on the page can seem maybe drier than dry and maybe a little cynical, Ferdia was able to bring a sort of, if not innocence, a freshness and a youthfulness that was very, very appealing. So he's the kind of guy you could get behind. So he was an impressive, very, excellent collaborator. He does a fine job in the movie. She could give you that sense of someone who took her job appropriately, seriously. She herself is a very funny and terrific gal, but you know that somehow she's had to be the leader. And so that sense in Holly of someone who is someone upon whom you can rely, with a beautiful reckless quality. I mean, she gets as passionate and crazed as Artemis Fowl does, so of course they're a terrific pair for each other. And so she felt like she had very, very complementary qualities to Ferdia, and their relationship is absolutely the center of the film. And she, like him, shared a strong sense of humor, very, very applied, hard-working person. She, even more than Ferdia, needed to do stunts and action, so she was flying and twirling and twisting and jumping and fighting and all of those things. So she had terrific physical dexterity, which she put to good use, and again was able to knew the novels well and was able to be serious about the detail of it, but also know how to have fun with it. Judi Dench plays Commander Root, who runs the Leprechaun, and she is a grizzled and gnarled veteran of fairy warfare. She has a very strong view about how disappointing human behavior can be and how their greed, as she puts it, their rapacious appetite for fairy things, for gold and for power, has led to this split between the humans and the fairies who at one time lived in peace, peacefully coexisting. Now the fairies have gone underground to avoid humans and to take away the power that humans seek. And she is now someone who pretends to have seen it all, been there and done that, and is very, very tough on her charges, on her junior officers, like Holly Short. But we see a very intelligent individual, somebody who deals with the politics of being in the fairy command structure, but also likes to be on the front line, likes to get out there and do things, sometimes because she doesn't trust those who are underneath her and to whom she delegates, and sometimes because she just likes to be in the middle of a fight. If you're building something that is a straight up and down mansion that has to be, vividly realized, but obeys certain kind of architectural rules, you might say, I think there was a real sense of release from Jim and from Dominic at being able to build Haven City and fiddle with geometry and levels and horizontalities and create the kind of spiraling craziness that you could do if you're a fairy, where the same kind of environmental relationship with the things that you build is different. So I think there was a beautiful sort of a double vision in the art department. There was the architecturally pure, and then there was the magically inventive. And I think to go from one to the other was a terrifically kind of joyful experience. And maybe it was left brain, right brain, I don't know, but one way or another, I felt that to do two such vastly different but really substantial pieces of set creation was very good for the movie, and produced great creativity from them.